I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? I'm doing all right today. Today I have a very different video for you guys. This video isn't really going to be about a build per se or gameplay at all. As a matter of fact, the gameplay you're seeing at the beginning here is just a funny little clip of me knocking some people off a ledge with rejection, and then the next clip is 12 minutes long, and it's a showcase about what this video is about, and that is, quote unquote, the mentality of gankers. I've been wanting to make this video for a while here, but before we start, if you guys wouldn't mind doing me a favor and liking and subscribing to the video, trying to get to 1,000 subs for the end of the year. We're almost there. We're right on the cusp of 600 right now, which is crazy. Thank you guys so much. And if you guys are interested in live streaming at all, come follow me on Twitch. I'll put my name on the screen right there. But with that being said, guys, let's get into what this video is actually about today. So before we go any further, this clip that you're seeing right here is actually 12 minutes long, and it's pretty much what exactly I'm talking about. And I think it was prime gameplay for this video. So that's why I decided to add this very boring clip. So I hope you guys don't mind the gameplay too much. There really isn't a lot going on, but it's exactly what I want to talk about. And if you see me turning off my HUD and like getting close to these people, it's because I was trying to get screenshots of them. That's how passive these guys were. I was actually taking my time and getting screenshots of them. But before we go any further, let me just state a couple things first. So number one, anybody can play this game however the fuck they want to. Straight up. Just this video is not about attacking people. This video is simply about asking questions, and that is it. This is an open discussion video. I want to invite invaders and I want to invite co-opers and gankers onto this video, and we can just all be adults and have a civilized conversation about the game that we all love, man. That's pretty much what this video is going to be about, and that's it. I don't hate any gankers at all. I just want to know. I just want to know a couple things. That's it. And with the exception of cheating, of course, you can play the game however the fuck you want. That goes for gankers. That goes for co-opers. That goes for invaders. That goes for duelers. That goes for anybody, bro. You can play Elden Ring however the fuck you want to play Elden Ring. So yeah, and the second thing is, I think I've already stated this, but the intention of this video is not to attack anyone's gameplay, not to attack how anyone likes to play the game, just simply opening up a discussion between two different kinds of people that play Elden Ring, right? The invaders and the gankers. And of course the co-opers are sitting there on the side just being harassed by the invaders. But anyway, the first thing I want to do is I want to open up a message that I have on PlayStation, because I think it is a perfect way to open this discussion up a little bit. So this guy sent me he sent me 3 messages, but his last 2 are the most important because they completely contradict each other, at least in my book. And I just thought they were really, really funny. And I'm going to read them verbatim to you guys, and we can just talk about them and talk about people like this in general. So, for context, I was invading on my Bleed Queen, the Bloody Mary, Scarlet, Mortal Kombat kind of a character, the level 60 arcane build. And I was around level 60 on that build. And this guy was sitting in the first step. Of course he was sitting in the first step. And he was ganking with his like 2 max level friends. And they were of course max level. I almost killed his one friend with rain of arrows on a great bow. I thought it was hilarious. And then they started running at me, and then they ran, I was just running away pretty much because I was not going to get blendered by 3 people. So then I just decided, whatever, I'll just harass them from afar. Then he decides to message me. Now, I was going to play ball until this guy started messaging me. As soon as you message me and you're salty about the way I play the game, that's it. I'm completely taking away your power every time. I don't care. I'm sitting in a bush. I'm mimic veiling. You're not going to find me. I'm going to AFK farm you in your world, pretty much, when this happens. and there's nothing you can do about it unless you disconnect or send one of your friends back and get another invader in. That's my entire plan when this happened. So that's what I tried to do. But let's go ahead and read the messages now. Running away is all you can do, huh? Disappointing XD. This is when I was sitting in a bush, by the way, and he was messaging me. So I said, genuine question. Is ganking fun for you? I am honestly asking. No sarcasm or anything. I just want to know. And then his first message here is really interesting, because I kind of respect the response. His second message, however, I thought was completely fucking hilarious. He said, you started running right from the beginning, and yeah, it's fun to fight pseudo-good invaders like you. So we're going to selling, just so you know, because they were in Limgrave, and I guess they were trying to pretend like they were going to do actually co-op and run to selling from the first step, which is, you know, whatever. Do you, man, do you. And I said, gotcha, thumbs up. That's all I said. He then runs to the boss, kills the boss, so I'm out of the world now, because they boss fogged me to get me out of the world, which, you know, whatever. I was sitting in a bush anyway, wasting your time, so I guess do what you want, right? He then says, I can't even read this out of straight face, man, it's hilarious. He then says, yep, invader are just running, or just annoying. Invaders are just annoying. His English wasn't that great, I guess. Running away even if we don't do anything to you. You started shooting with your bow, by the way, so it's your toxic way of playing the game, not ours. So the first message, right, is completely different than the second message. Yeah. So I just kind of want to break it down, right? Why these two messages are different. First of all, in the first message, he literally called me a good invader. In the second message, he said that I was toxic because I shot him with a bow. And that it was my toxic way of playing the game that wasn't fun, and his was. Or his was different. So to compare, I shot 3 people with a great bow and golem arrows. He was 1v3ing at level 60 with 2 max level phantoms, knowing that downscaling pretty much is pretty shit in this game. So if I had to like take out a scale, right, like a balance scale, and I would have to weigh the 2 options about which playstyle was more toxic, I think most people would agree that 1v3ing someone is pretty fucking toxic. Or at least it is if you're messaging them. If you're not messaging them, it's fine. But pretty much all I did was shoot this guy with a bow and he got angry at me. Which kind of brings me to the question that I asked him that I now want to ask anyone who's watching this video. If you are a ganker, or if you enjoy ganks at all, maybe you enjoy all kinds of things, man. Maybe you like ganking with your friends, maybe you like co-oping, maybe you like invading, maybe you like dueling. Is ganking fun for people? Personally, I don't think it is. For me, I'm not that kind of person, man. I'd rather take the hard route and invade them and kill gankers rather than, you know, 1v3. To me, ganking is like PvPing on easy mode, pretty much. It's you know, it's just, it's not even really fun because it's not really much of a challenge. You're literally 1v3ing people. Some people actually like really spec out their builds to gank people. Like look at this guy. He has a great shield with magic. What do you think he's doing in the gank? At this point, he's so mad and frustrated with me that he is running at me. But normally, if I would actually play their game and do what they want me to do, he wouldn't even come anywhere near me. He would just be in the back spamming spells at me. Which, you know, fair enough to him. That's how he plays the game. Again, I'm not trying to attack any way anybody plays the game. I'm simply trying to ask some questions here that only you guys can actually help me answer. And by the way, this video, you know, this clip is 12 minutes long. If I need more clips, I'll add more clips, and I think I actually am gonna need more clips. So yeah. What I'm trying to say here is I think there needs to be a understanding between gankers and invaders that just isn't there at the exact moment right now. I enjoy gankers because they are playing the game. If I hit the finger, the button, the bloody finger, the recusant finger, and I get an invasion at all, that makes me happy. To the point where I don't really care what world I invade into. Yeah, sure, it's annoying that I invade into Liurnia gankers or Limgrave gankers, but at least they're there, right? At least this game is not dead. At least I can get some invasions. I would prefer to invade co-opers, obviously, which is why I do many different level builds at many different ranges to just kind of see where the scope of the land is, if you know what I mean. I don't even know what that means, but sorry guys, I'm very sleep deprived while I'm making this video, so if I don't make sense, that's probably why. But I think I'm getting the points across, and if I'm not, then, you know, fuck me, right? But anyway, let me go and actually add some more clips, because this is actually coming to the end right now, so I'll go ahead and add some more clips to the video real quick. So in order to reach this understanding that needs to happen between gankers and invaders, I just think we need to be more open with each other, and then with this video I want to open a discussion between gankers and invaders specifically. So if you're gonna gank, right? If you're gonna gank, maybe not use the most broken shit that you possibly can. Maybe use spells that are not ever used, like Great Ocular Bubble, for example. That's a really strong, slow-moving spell that does a shit ton of damage. Instead of something like Comet, which is so fast and you can pretty much two-shot people with it, right? And this poor guy, he left the Taunter's Tongue on because he was an idiot, and now he's getting 2v1'd, getting exactly what he deserves, man. After trying to gank me for almost 15 minutes, he got put down. But don't worry, we have more gameplay, more exciting gameplay than this first clip. I just thought that one was like the most perfect clip to use for this video, so that's why it's in there. Just me staring at 3 people sitting on a rock. By the way, I guess I didn't make this distinction. So co-opers are people that are going through the level, right? What I'm talking about here are 3 people that are sitting on a rock, Taunter's tonguing, doing nothing except, you know, having their thumb up their asses, just waiting for invaders to come in. That is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about gankers. Just people who have nothing better to do but sit in the game and gank people. And again, I'm not attacking anybody. That seems like aggressive, but it's literally what gankers do. It's literally what they do. So please don't get mad at me if you if you don't like that terminology. 3 people sitting on a rock. It's literally what gankers do, man. They do it in Liurnia, they do it in Limgrave. It's their 2 favorite spots. But if I were to get ganked, I would ask that you pick somewhere original to gank me at and just have really cool builds, man. Stop using the meta stuff. Stop using Vike Spear. Stop using Moonveil. Stop using Rivers of Blood. You know? And like, I don't know, man. Honestly, I would say not even have a caster in your group at all, because casters are just really annoying. And that would be my request to gankers, man. It's if you're gonna 1v3 me, don't use a weapon that's melee. Have some really cool builds. Maybe not have a fully spec'd out poise monster build. Have some cool fashion. Have some kind of cool weapon. And maybe just like 1v3 melee me. I would like that over just, you know, a Moonveil gank or a spell spammer or, you know, a Vike Spear user. And blues are like another discussion, by the way. I've never changed my stance on blues. A lot of invaders really fucking hate blues. But the truth is, blues are more supposed to be a co-op in mechanic than anything. And it's sad that nowadays they're mainly being used as like the worst kind of gank squad ever. What do I mean by that? I mean that people who mostly use blues are the saddest gankers of all time, which are people who have no friends. Gankers that have no friends, so they just summon in random blues to help gank people. They taunt his tongue, they get one invader in, they have the blue ring, and then two blues show up, and now it's just, you know... Now it's just a nightmare for the invader. Where it was just a 1v1 before. And according to the law of blues, they always spawn behind you, and they always have a moon veil, and they always one-shot you when you're not paying attention, so... That's the law of blues, man. But my stance of blues has pretty much been the same since this game has been a thing, and that is I do like blues. I do like the mechanic, the idea behind blues, but I fucking hate when blues come into the game at the exact wrong time. At the exact wrong time. When I've killed two co-opers, the man just happens to have the blue ring on. I have no flask left. I have nothing left. No blue flask, no red flask, no warming stones, no nothing. And the host is like spell spamming and running away with Bloodhound Step or something like that. And then here comes blue with Rot Breath, right? Here comes blue with Moonveil. Here comes blue with Elden Stars. There's something to harass me. Those are the exact moments that I don't like blues, but if I go into a world and a blue comes in, it's whatever, you know? There's two people, a blue comes in, it's whatever. At that point, it's whatever. But at the exact wrong moment, that's when I fucking hate blues, man. But that's just me. I know that most invaders just hate seeing blues in general. They're just, you know, they're free gank squad on call. That's pretty much what they are to a lot of people. I think they were supposed to give co-opers a chance, like maybe a noob PvP or a chance to survive an invasion, which is fine. But you know, that's not what they are now. That was their intention. That's not what they are now, right? But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video for today. If you guys like this kind of content, this kind of discussion content, this kind of PvP content, be sure to like and subscribe, man. Trying to get to 1,000 subs at the end of the year. I think we can do it if the conditions enough. With that being said, fare thee well, peace out, all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys later, man. Hope you guys like the video.